Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel. In today's video, we're going to be checking out some fonts that have a very Bauhaus look. These fonts do a great job of encapsulating what many would consider to be a very Bauhaus look. Super modernist, very clean, and fun type. The Bauhaus was a school from the early 1900s that was created by Walter Gropius. At the time, it was a revolutionary school and a revolutionary movement that still has a lot of effect on the world of product design, type design, really design in general as we know it, even to this day. We can see a lot of their ideals being reflected in the products that Apple creates and in general modernism that exists in the world today. So Bauhaus was a super influential school with a really, really unique style, especially for the time. And these fonts do their best job at reflecting a lot of the ideals from the movement at that time. So without further ado, let's jump into it. We're going to look at some fonts as well as a little bit of a background from each of the type designers or a little description about each one of the fonts. Okay, the first one that we're going to look at today is a little bit funky. This one is called Joshi Regular. I'm not sure if that's exactly how you say the name, but Joshi Regular was designed by Flavia Zimbardi. Flavia Zimbardi is a type designer and visual artist from Rio de Janeiro, based in New York, which really kind of shows the breadth of the Bauhaus movement and how it shaped the world. Really, it spread to all corners. From 2005 to 2013, she worked for some of the leading magazines in Brazil, receiving recognition by the 9th, 10th, and 12th Brazilian graphic design biennials, and was awarded Magazine of the Year by Premio Abril de Jornalismo. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation there. Flavia is a graduate of the Type at Cooper extended program at the Cooper Union and was the first Brazilian woman to have a typeface design, which was her graduation project, Ligia, awarded by the Type Directors Club. In 2018, Ligia was also selected for the 8th Latin American Typography Biennial, Tipos Latinos. So, very cool. Love this font. Very funky. Joshi Regular. You should definitely check it out. If I haven't mentioned already, all of these fonts will be available through Adobe Fonts for you to download and use in your work. The next one that we're going to check out is Zance Regular, another pretty funky one. Zance Regular was designed by Luca Pellegrini. Luca Pellegrini was a graphic and type designer who first graduated as a technical industrial designer in 2012. Not yet satisfied, he decided to study visual communication and graduated in 2016. He fell in love with typography, much like myself, sounds like a similar background, while writing his BA thesis that focused on reviving 1932 handwritten alphabet by Zante Szałwinski. His first project received an award for the best in graphic design of 2016, and in 2017 he moved to Amsterdam for an internship at Main Studio, and then enrolled in the master's program in type design at the University of Art and Design of ECAL in Lausanne. Luca is now based in Lausanne, approaching the second and last year of this program. Super, super impressive to see a student designer featured on this list. The next font that we're going to check out is Alfarn Regular. Alfarn Regular was designed by Celine Hurka, who grew up in southern Germany and moved to the Netherlands to study graphic design at the Royal Academy of Art. Besides her studies, she also works on a freelance project in the cultural field where she combines an interest in editorial design with an emphasis on design and photography. Moving on here, we're going to check out Karl Marx Regular. Karl Marx Regular was designed by, and forgive my pronunciation once again, Hidetaka Yamasaki. So Hidetaka Yamasaki is currently a master's student in typeface design at the University of Reading. He has been working on typeface designs since he participated in Lucas de Groot's seminar at University of Applied Sciences Potsdam in 2013. His focus lies on non-native scripts, mainly Latin. From time to time, he translates art and design literature from German and English into Japanese, utilizing his academic background in art history and aesthetics, including the Japanese edition of Jost Hokuli's Detail in Typography. He completed an internship at Monotype's Berlin office in 2015, formerly Font Shop, founded by Eric Spiekermann. So some big names in type there. Definitely really neat that he was able to complete a internship at Monotype. It's one of the largest foundries out there, and you can see a lot of their fonts spread throughout Adobe Type. Love this font, super curvy, fun, and yeah, big fan of Karl Marx Regular. That said, let's move on to the next font that we have. This font being Reros Quadratic, designed by Elia Preuss. Elia Preuss grew up in the Ruhr area. He studied communication design at Folkwang University of the Arts in Essen and concluded his studies with a BA project on type design concerning children's acquisition of the written language in primary schools. I actually have some friends from Essen, Germany, who studied at the same Folkwang University, who did a program with the school that I graduated from, RIT. They did a collaboration with the Vignelli Center where I used to work. So cool to see that connection here. So after a year of work for the Smile agency in Essen, he applied for the type design class at HGB Leipzig, supervised by Stefan Müller and Fred Smijers. So again, awesome typeface from Elia Preuss. Reros Quadratic, very Bauhaus type style. Very much dig it. The next one that we're going to talk about here is Real Text Pro Medium, designed by Eric Spiekermann. Eric Spiekermann is a typographer, type designer, and author. In 1979, he co-founded Meta Design, followed by Font Shop in 1989. He has offices currently in Amsterdam, Berlin, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Singapore. Eric has designed a number of typefaces for some very large names that many of you, I'm sure, are familiar with, such as The Economist, Cisco, Bosch, Mozilla, and Autodesk, actually. So awesome typeface from Eric Spiekermann, Real Text Pro Medium. Next, we're going to move on to Dunbar Tall Ultra. This is a super funky one. Definitely dig it. This one is by CJ Dunn. CJ Dunn, unfortunately, didn't have a giant bio available on Adobe Fonts, but there was a little bit about his foundry, CJ Type. In New York, he designs typefaces for retail and custom clients. He enjoys both making type and using type and is interested in the dialogue between the two practices. So it definitely seems like he has a background in both graphic design as well as type design. Very cool to be able to both make and utilize a lot of type. As we can see, it definitely gives him a strong eye and ability to make an excellent typeface. So definitely check out Dunbar Tall Ultra. Next, we're going to move on to Noka Semibold. Noka Semibold is a powerful display geometric sans serif with a lot of personality, as described by the writer. Its clean structure refers to a more digital and technological atmosphere. Letters F, T, and L are narrower than usual to create a distinct feeling. Diagonal strokes of letters uppercase V, uppercase W, lowercase w, and A are all parallel. This Noka Semibold was designed by Daniel Sabino, who was born in Sao Paulo, Brazil. He studied communication in the same city and holds a master's degree in advanced typography from EINA/UAB in Barcelona. His first typeface, Carol, was awarded the Certificate of Excellence from the New York Directors Club in 2013. Daniel's work has also been recognized by a number of other reputable design awards, such as the Bienal Tipos Latinos and the Red Dot Design Award, which is a very large industrial design award. So very cool. Love to see people practicing a number of fields of design. And it seems like Daniel Sabino is one of those people. Okay, moving on. We're going to check out Noel Cabel Regular. The Noel Cabel typeface family from Mark Schutz takes the original charm of Rudolf Koch's 1927 design and ushers it into a 21st century. It maintains the rhythm and proportion of Koch's typeface and adds the consistent design traits and family structure of a 21st century sans serif. So very fun font. I also really dig the bold version of this. Noel Cabel is a great one and awesome to use if you're looking to create a Bauhaus-esque look. All right, next we're going to talk about Stolzel Light. Not sure, again, if that's how you pronounce that, but Stolzel is the text companion of the display family, the Stolzel display, which was optically tailored to perform as a functional addition to this concept. Stolzel is the text companion of the display family, Stolzel display, which was optically tailored to perform as a functional addition to this concept-steered font collection. Stolzel text is a modernist interpretation of the first release, stripped of the primary stylized attributes. It is highly readable in print and on screen. As well as Latin-based languages, the typeface also supports acrylic. Other details include 6 weights, 486 characters, manually edited kerning, and open type features. So love to see when fonts are manually kerned, especially with this amount of characters. It means it's a really great font optically, out of the box. Doesn't require probably a lot of manual kerning work on your end. And great typeface to use if, again, you're looking to create a Bauhaus style look. All right, the final typeface that we're going to touch on here is New Order Regular. New Order Regular was designed by Miles Newland. Miles Newland's career in typography began in the early 90s. He is now the owner of Newland, which is a font foundry focused on creating a typographic voice for some of the world's largest businesses. So yeah, love New World Order, very Bauhaus-esque font, especially if you want one that you can use for long-form text. This one's pretty readable and would definitely recommend it if you're going for a Bauhaus-style look. So that pretty much wraps it up for this video. These were 11 different Bauhaus fonts that, again, can all be found from the Adobe Fonts website. As long as you have an Adobe subscription, you are able to use these fonts, download them, and use them in your work. So if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, it would be awesome if you would subscribe to the channel, maybe leave this video a like to let me know I should make more content like this. And yeah, like I said, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next one if you decide to hang around. Later.